Hello and welcome to the 34th video in this series making simple Flappy Robin for Android using Cocos2dx. So this video we're going to start the first of a couple of videos where I want to show the loading of the app onto the Google Play Store, and in the following video the showing of an advertising banner using AdMob. Now I already obviously have Simple Flappy Robin loaded up to my Play Store account and the app. So to be able to show things sort of from scratch, I thought it might be better actually for me, you don't need to, but for me to create a new project, which I've done, called Upload Sample, because it's kind of irrelevant what the app actually is because there's no coding in this video. We're just going to be showing how we load things up to the Play Store. So it doesn't really matter that I've got a different project name here. It just allows me to load something up from fresh, and you can see then how it's done, and it's not very difficult. The other thing, I'll apologise in advance in this video, when I open various directories or whatever, or also when I've got my Google Play account window open on the browser, I'm going to have to obviously blank or plot black boxes or white boxes over certain key information which is private, and I obviously can't have for all to see on public videos on YouTube. So I will have to hide certain stuff, so you'll see little black or white boxes appearing on the screen, but that's fairly normal, I think. So I apologise in advance for that. But anyway, so let's say this is our completed project then. I have Upload Sample here, and there are two stages really. The first thing you need to do is produce an APK, which is the application. So I think it's basically like a zip file, but it's a zipped format, encoded or secure zip format, called a .apk, which I've already been doing throughout this series, so you'll have seen a lot, but I just want to reiterate because somebody sent me a private message with the question. In Eclipse, we just right click on the project, and then we go to Android Tools, Export Signed Application Package, not unsigned but signed. That will then be in release mode and not debug mode. Just the project you want to export, and click Next. And now we get to this key store selection. And what a key store is a store of keys which will be used to sign your application. Now you can have as many keys as you want in a key store. So for instance, for Traffic Light Mania and Simple Flappy Robin, I've used one key store and each has a different key. So in this stage here, you need to make, if you haven't got it, a key store, and then you can always reuse the same key store. So we'll do Create New Key Store. I'm just going to hit Browse, and for now I'm just going to put this key store actually in the Upload Sample project directory. It doesn't really matter where it is. I'll make a new folder and I'll just call that key store, and then I'll save it as test store and save. And that means now that I have inside, can I expand this window? Yes, this is now a key store and will store all of my keys, or all the keys that I want to use for signing applications. What you then need to give is a password for this key store, which I'm going to give, and you need to give obviously confirming the password. And now what you do here is create the key specific to this application. So I could call it the sample key, an alias. Again, you need to give this key a password. For the validity in years, it's got to go over a certain date. I can't remember what it is, but if you put something like 100, then it's fairly safe. And then you just need to enter one line in here for the details of the key. So this is a sample key. You would really obviously want to give this key name. For instance, if it was Simple Flappy Robin, I gave it, I think, Simple Flappy Robin key. Traffic Light Mania was Traffic Light Mania key. Here it's just, in fact, let's give it the project name actually, Upload Sample Key. And now I can hit Next, and now it'll ask for the destination APK, where it's supposed to go. Well, I'm going to drop this into the upload sample. I'm actually going to drop this in the key store directory as well. And here we've got, and I'll just call it one APK, save and finish. And now the project will start building and generating the APK. So now you can see that I have I'm inside the directory structure for Upload Sample here. And then inside the key store here, we now have the upload sample.apk, which has been generated by Eclipse, 2.7 megabytes. So now what we need to do is actually be able to upload this to the Play Store. So going over to the Chrome browser then, I've gone to this page here. You can see the link here, answer to 113468 with the language in English. And here we have the instructions of how to set up your Google Play account. To be able to actually distribute your app and load something up to the Play Store, you need to have a Google Play developer account, and for that you need to charge or pay a one-time registration fee of $25. And the instructions, you simply need to follow the instructions down here. I can't do this on the video because I've already done it, but visit the sign up page. That'll tell you to fill everything in. You accept these license terms. You need to set up a wallet payment method as well for paying out, and also money that comes in if it does for your application. And then there are the various details. And it says here it may take up to 48 hours for your account to process. I think mine was done within 6 or 7 hours or so. So once you've done that, you can then go to this link, which is just remove that, play.google.com/apps and publish, and when you go in there you'll be asked to sign in, and then you can sign in and you'll actually have all applications open and then your apps listed in the browser window under this icon on the left hand side here. What we have then here is game services, which I may in this series cover and actually introduce some leaderboards into Simple Flappy Robin. Unfortunately my time has been really pressed recently, as you've noticed I haven't done too many videos, and various stuff with financial reports and stuff like that. The main thing is you're logged in. You can see I'm logged in with Blue Fever Software at the top here. And now to add our new application, just click on Add New Application. I'm going to call it Upload Sample. And we've got the choice of uploading the APK or preparing the store listing. So I'm going to go to Prepare the Store Listing, and what we basically have is a load of empty fields here. So just scroll up and down, the title, the description, so I'll just give a short one in. This is a sample for the video. Promotion text, video sample. Recent changes is moved now on an APK specific basis, we'll see that. You can add language translations in here as well if you're so inclined. Maybe I did multi-language for Traffic Light Mania, maybe I'll cover it later in this series of Simple Flappy Robin. And now what you've got to add are some various screenshots in here. Now you can drop the images in. I'm just going to bring up the Finder, and off screen from you just find some images I already have prepared, and I'll make these also available for download. So I have a screenshot for the phone, a screenshot for a 7-inch tablet, a screenshot for a high definition tablet, and a 512 by 512 high-res icon you'll need, feature graphic, and also the promo graphic if you've got some promo text. There's also a link you can make here for a promo video. If you can hear a lawnmower in the background, I'm really sorry. Very irritating. Noises as always. Okay, so once you've got the placeholder images in, then the description and everything like that, then the website and email contact details can be filled out here. Not submitting a privacy policy at this time. And here importantly you need to select the application type. So I'm just going to click applications, category, doesn't really matter does it, let's just call it lifestyle, content rating, everyone, depending on obviously what you've got in there, and that's it really, that's all you need to do. So what I can do now at the top then is go to save, and it says your application has been saved. So now what I can do is, if I just go back to all applications, then I have the upload sample here, and if I click on the upload sample, I now get some various options here where I can go to the APK section, which is where we load up our APK, the store listing we've just seen, then pricing and distribution, which says where we want to distribute. So I'm going to say this app is free, and I'm going to select all countries to be distributed, and here you can select whether you want it to be in Google Play for Education. You can read more about that here. Marketing opt-out, export laws, all this stuff you can read yourselves, don't need to explain it really, and just save any changes you've made. Then we've got in-app products, which we're not going to have any in this because this video isn't about that, and then services and APIs, which is in-app billing, and we're not going to have any of that either in this example, so I won't go there. So the last bit I want to do then in this video or discuss is this section here, which is the APK. So what's really good, well I find really good, particularly compared with the Apple App Store, is the way the Play Store or Google Play handles beta testing, alpha testing and production. And what you can do is you can upload your app to alpha testing and actually then allow a certain group of people to be able to access your application, download it and use it as if they were downloading it from the Play Store, but nobody else apart from this group can see this. So both of them work essentially the same, but I'm going to go into beta testing here and click on upload your first APK. Then I'm just going to find the APK, which I believe was in the key store directory, and now just drag and drop the APK in there and you'll see it's uploading. And now it's actually appeared, it's found the version, it's got the icon in there now, which is obviously the Cocos2dx icon, which has been read, and it says it's a draft in beta, all very good. And now what you can do is you can go to manage list of testers, and what you need to do here is you need to create a Google Plus community or a Google group. I usually use a Google group, I have a beta testing group, and when you have that group, you just simply need to put the email of that group inside this box here and click add. Wait for 4 or 5 hours, and then all the people that are in the members of that group, they will then be able to test your app. So for example, for Simple Flappy Robin, I have Simple Flappy Robin-testers at googlegroups.com. I can add, and now this Google group has then been added here, and I can remove the group if I want to. So now that I've done that, then I can just close this, and that's all we actually need to do for the application to be in beta testing. The link to the application will be in the format of the package name, so it'll be com.bluefever.upload sample, and then you'll have a before this com.bluefever, it'll be then https://play.google.com/apps/testing, and then the package name like this. And if you send this to the members of your Google group, then they'll receive, when they click on the link, an opt-in option to test your application, and they'll become a beta tester. And this allows you to test the application in beta. When everything's working, you can click on promote to production, and the app will then be available in the Play Store as a production. Now I'm not going to do this obviously because I don't want the app to appear in the Play Store. And what you can actually have then is you can have one app actually released, published in production, whilst another newer version is running and being tested in beta. And alpha testing works in the same way. And one thing I will say, in the last few couple of minutes or so of video, if you've noticed a bit of chopping and stuff in the video, it's because I'd had to look a couple of things up, like the group address and stuff, and have cut that out of the video, but I hope I've managed to edit everything together in a reasonable way, so that's fairly clear. So that's actually all there is to it then for exporting the application and loading up to the Play Store. And the most important thing, or the most confusing thing often, is what I said, which was the key store, but that's simply a store of keys that you then use to sign your application. An important thing, however, that should be noted from now on is you must always, for this application now, use the same key that you have used for this initial application that you've uploaded. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay then, so that's it for this video. In the next video then, we'll have a look at how we add an AdMob banner onto this application. So I hope that's been made some sense. It's been a little bit bitty, I understand, and it's probably chopped a bit in the video because I didn't prepare the directories and things properly, but hopefully you've understood it's a fairly simple thing uploading to the Play Store anyway. So thanks a lot, see you in the next video.